What's going on,
Hey.
everybody? Ace and Rich is here. It is Hot Seat Live time.
What's up, guys? My name is Rich Guzman.
And my name is Ace Guzman. Welcome to the Hot Seat Live here that we do on our profile. And if you're seeing it actually live on our profile and you're a friend, let us know where you're seeing us live from. Post in the chat and let us know where you're actually seeing us live from in the Facebook groups that you're seeing us in as well.
Absolutely. How are you guys doing today? How are you feeling? Head on over to the comment section over here.
Thank you, Rich.
So we got, hey, Warner, good morning. Gabriella, what's happening? Let's see, got Kevin Coe. And we got Allie McDonald. Hey, how you doing? Gwen, hello.
Awesome.
And for some reason, sometimes you get Facebook users. You don't know who it is, but I know who you are.
So, guys, what we're going to do is ask you guys to actually be here, tag up your friends, share this in your groups, share this on your timeline, let everybody know what you're into when you watch the Hot Seat, and why is the Hot Seat such an important live stream for you to be on when you could be doing anything other than just watching us, right?
Absolutely.
Also, we're going to be doing some live coaching on the spot. So we do have all you guys to ask us questions after we finish today's topic.
Yes, and today is definitely a day that will be remembered.
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to start with that today.
Yes.
Today is a day that will be remembered. We lost a very important icon in the industry of personal development. But he's more than just someone into personal development. He's a man that basically took the side of spirituality and put it together with personal development and, married the spiritual and the physical sense together.
Right.
And really inspired a lot of people to believe that, there is more than who you are. There's more to it than who you think you are. And that is Bob Proctor.
Yeah, so today what we want to do in memory of his legacy, in memory of all his hard work and how he impacted each of our lives as our mentor, as a great person that was an influencer, a person that actually changed our own lives and our business, I'm sure has also impacted you in many ways. Definitely pay tribute to him today on the Hot Seat. He will not be forgotten. It was a very big shock to all of us to find this out, but he's gone home and he's transitioned.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I found out earlier today, and
I told you.
Yeah, and I was really shocked because
almost speechless.
Yeah, I've been studying with Bob Proctor since like way before 2008. So he's been in my world for a very long time.
Yes.
And he's made a big impact in my world. And a lot of my teachings, when I teach people, a lot of stuff comes through Bob Proctor, as you guys know, if you know me. But it's amazing to me the impact that he's had on my life and yours as well. And I just want to definitely just today just have a moment for him and let him know that he is definitely not forgotten.
So if we could just take a minute, let's look at the clock. It's 7:07 our time. A moment of silence in memory of the beloved, the great Bob Proctor.
All right. So, it's been a very big inspiration when I started listening to Bob Proctor. Learned a lot about spirituality. I've always been a very spiritual person. So whenever, anytime I've heard anything from Bob Proctor or watched videos from Bob Proctor,
Impactful.
it was very impactful for me because I've always had that side of me, of that spirituality side. So whenever I can resonate a lot what he's talking about, and I talk about vision, and there's something that I learned from him. You guys know me for a while, and I talk about your emotional state attached to your goal is very important. It's not just to have a goal; It's not just to say, hey, I want to reach this goal, I want to have this, or I want to achieve this. It's more about like whatever you choose, whatever goal you choose, whatever you want to have, you have to really have your emotion heavily invested in what you want to do. And that was one of the things I learned from Bob Proctor. So it was a big deal because, that whenever I want to achieve something new, I always, put my emotion into it because, like, Bob Proctor says, you are a spiritual being having a pretty much a physical experience. So you have to understand that that is going to be nothing further from the truth.
I learned a lot from him.
Yeah.
And what I can say about him is I never knew who he was. Like I seen him before in The Secret. And when that documentary movie came out by Rhonda Byrne, he was in there, and then I see all his hair, and he's got the like beautiful white hair. I'm like, who's this guy? He's talking something that's really speaking to my spirit. And I was definitely watching him. And then when I met you and we got together in 2010,
I introduced
you brought him up again. And I'm like, I seen that guy before. And then it was because of Rich that he mentioned to me at the time when my entrepreneur journey was just getting redone. I would say redone because I came from the network marketing space, and then I was transitioning to, online marketing and selling high ticket affiliate offers. I had to get my mindset in check. Before I became Coach Ace, I had to really dig deep into my awareness. And Bob Proctor helped me with that, with all of his teachings and, all of his great, amazing, workshops and videos and books that he's published, all those things that I read and studied. They have helped me get into my awareness and also become more closer to, the philosophy of thinking wealthy, of attracting wealth, and, that your mind thinks in pictures, and how to understand how the creative process works, and, spirituality versus, mythology. And, it's like
the
so
physical sense.
deep. Metaphysical sense. Like he got deep, and he was the only one who had a powerful voice. That when he spoke, he commanded the room, and people would just be in awe. And people would be like, you are really vibrating close to me right now. I can definitely feel what you're saying.
Right. One of the things that really was a big impact for me was learning about the conscious mind and the subconscious mind and why we do what we do. Figuring that part out was a real big eye opener for me, because when I started coaching people, I started seeing it in people's, like, when I would talk to them by the way their language is, I could tell what type of person already that person, like the type of person that person is, because I could tell by the way they're responding and, speaking to me and stuff like that. And I learned that through Bob Proctor, because, your conscious mind is so important. It's a beautiful thing. But you have to be careful what you put into your conscious mind, because if it's not really serving you, it's going to go into your subconscious mind, and then becomes like autopilot. So everything becomes autopilot in us. But we choose what to add to our subconscious mind, because you have your conscious mind and your subconscious mind, and they're completely separate. They are completely separate. And, you have to ask yourself, we are all made out of energy, right? And if that's the case, why is it, like, if you look at like our brain fires energy all the time. It's electricity, right? And we all know electricity cannot be destroyed.
Right.
So where's that coming from? Right? That's coming from the actual metaphysical world. So whenever we get that information from the metaphysical world, it's coming into a human experience. And if you are aware of that, because that's what Bob Proctor talks about, having that awareness, then you'll see your whole life in a whole different way.
You really do.
Completely different. Because you have that awareness. It really is all about awareness. And I talk about it a lot.
And the science of getting rich is one of my favorites, and we utilize that also within our diamond coaching program.
Well, that's where I learned that from.
The science of getting rich.
I can't remember how many times I watched that over and over again, because it's like, and what's funny, I was listening to Bob Proctor today, and he was talking about how, like, when he was listening to some personal development, there was a message that he was listening to over and over and over again every single day for years. And he said that he started learning more and more about it, because he kept repeating in his mind. He was putting it in his conscious mind. And before you know it, it went into his subconscious, and he was already actually doing the thing that he was listening to every single day.
I love that.
That's the power
Yes.
of what we have with our conscious mind,
Yes.
which is, it's a beautiful thing.
He's definitely a one of a kind, a unique, genuine person, a human being that will be missed. And at the same time, I don't think there will be another one like him.
Not him.
Because
No.
you cannot copy that guy. That guy, he took the science of understanding Napoleon Hill's
You
law
can't.
of success
You can't.
and Think and Grow Rich, and he was the only one that would dive deep into that book. And everywhere he went, it was like that was his card. He brought that book everywhere, and he said, "I know this book forwards and backwards and up and down."
But he
knew that book.
He laid it out in a way that people can comprehend it.
Yes, he does.
A lot more simpler, right? And it was beautiful the way that he explained it. And like I said, my favorite is The Science of Getting Rich. That right there is like, and that changed everything for me, because I read the Wall Street Waddle's version and also listened to his version. And I love the way that he visually broke it down, because reading one thing and creating a visual sense of what you're reading is one thing, but actually seeing Bob Proctor lay out the visual side right in front of you, it really helps put things in perspective and learn why your mind is the way that it is. Okay. And how most people just go through life, on autopilot, and they're not really aware of what they're doing. Okay. Not. So he helped you understand how to become aware of what you're doing so you could actually change it.
And he also helped, he helped me identify, bad habits, self-sabotage, right? A lot of people can concur with that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Self-sabotaging your success, feeling that you're not good enough, feeling that, you don't deserve what's really happening to you, and how you can see things before they happen.
Yes.
How he talked a lot about that,
Yep.
About like, okay, you're going to have this much money in the bank, even though you don't have it yet. It's already there. He's like, it's already there. It's already there. Like he knows how to, the law of attraction. He knew how to implement it, execute it properly, and teach it to the average person.
Yeah. I mean, the information, like, I had my moving university, because me, I have a moving university, and it's like, I listen to him like all the time. I mean, I lost count.
Yes.
And hearing him in the movie, The Secret, it was really cool and everything. But even he says that that movie does not really teach you the law of attraction.
He was very polarized.
It really does not. He even said it.
He said it.
It does not really teach you the law. It gives you an awareness of what the law of attraction is.
But it's not what you think.
But it doesn't teach you really the law of attraction. So just, take that to heart, guys. Okay.
Yes.
If you want to learn more about Bob Proctor and you want to get deeper into that, I recommend getting to The Science of Getting Rich.
Yes.
And
look it up.
It really will change everything. You Were Born Rich is another one.
Yes.
That one is freaking awesome.
Legend.
So, just focus on that to learn more knowledge and wisdom through Bob Proctor, because
it will help you.
And you guys know we talked about Bob Proctor before on the hot seat in the past. But today, today's a very special day. And I don't want to be all like sad and all that kind of stuff. I want to celebrate his life.
Celebrate his life.
Because what he did, he made a real big impact in many, many, many people's lives.
Yes. Yeah. So you'll see on our profile, we shared the actual original post from, Gallagher Institute, that's where everything is being now formulated, that now that he's gone, obviously his partner.
There's a live right now going on.
They're all doing a tribute to him.
Yeah. If you go to Proctor and Gallagher Institute on YouTube, they have a 24-hour thing going on live. A lot of information, a lot of great value. Him speaking when he was younger.
A lot of his products are also being sold.
Right
now at this hour, they're doing a special tribute to him and making sure that his work continues to live on, and all of his courses and books and things are on a special price, and people can get it. And this is just so that can get his voice out there more.
Yes. A lot of people don't know this, but I became an affiliate with Bob Proctor, just so you know. I love his courses. I actually purchased a few courses myself. I have a few other ones as well. It's to me, it's amazing the knowledge and the information that if you really put it into practice, because what's personal development if you don't put it into practice?
You sure don't.
It's just personal information that's just sitting in your head, and you're not applying anything to it. So, but when you actually have something you could apply, okay, that just changes it to a whole new level. It's a whole new ball game.
It really, really is. So we will miss Bob Proctor.
And
we're just gonna have to listen to more and more of his stuff, even more now. You know, it's like seeing Elvis, but he's the Elvis of our industry that just walked away.
For me, I've never stopped listening to him.
No.
You know, so I'm not gonna be the type of person that like just because he passed away, it's like, oh, I'm gonna pay more attention to him now.
No.
Every week if there's not a week does not go by that I don't listen to Bob Proctor.
Because what we do is we actually teach from his teachings a lot in our coaching. I mean, that's why I said a lot of his teachings has changed our mindset as well as our business and helped build our credibility at the time when we didn't have an understanding of like how to coach. We started with him. We started working with his content, and his content over the years has really changed a lot. And when you stay on top of Bob, as Bob was evolving and changing and adding things and adapting to all the changes in the industry, like he's not just Bob Proctor, the guy in network marketing industry. I don't like when people say that. He's Bob Proctor, period.
He has nothing to do with
network marketing. He has nothing to do with an attachment to, somebody in the network marketing industry. No, this is Bob Proctor, period. He wants to help humans.
It's about he was all about
humans.
He was all about transformation.
Yep. And people who have addictions and problems with debilitating the beliefs that they had. He wanted to shake them up. He wanted to shake them up so that they could be better than what they thought that they were.
Exactly. And explain what's the difference with someone who takes action, right, and understands what he's speaking on. He's got to take action. And then someone who can get the same information and doesn't get that great result, right?
Exactly.
I was watching a video today again, and it was talking about he was in the crowd. This is like older when he was a lot younger. And there was two, I think it was in the 80s.
In that beige suit with the tie?
No.
This was a younger one?
Yeah, it was.
With those big glasses?
Yeah, he was in the crowd, and he chose two brothers. One brother actually ended up taking Bob Proctor information and ran with it, and actually ended up going with Bob Proctor to Toronto. Okay, because he went to Toronto from Canada from Atlanta. See, that's how much I follow Bob Proctor. And then from there was another, the other brother from the same family didn't really take action, and he procrastinated.
There you go.
So this guy over here is making like 4 times as much money a month than the other brother who didn't. Now, because the brother waited so long, now the brother's starting to make money. Right. So it took the brother longer to really take action and make the income that his brother was making. And he just proved the point right there, right? Two people from the same family, why is it one is doing fantastic more than the other? Because the other one waited, the other one procrastinated, versus the other one that saw the opportunity, that was aware, ran with it.
Exactly.
And that's how one of the brothers was very successful and went to Toronto with Bob Proctor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty powerful. I love telling stories.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, I really do. And I love recommending Bob Proctor to anyone who's the first time and you're hearing Bob Proctor, the name, for the first time. Yeah. Start diving in and start investing into having his content, his work, his legacy, displayed in your home as you're learning at home to be an entrepreneur, as you're learning from home to become that business owner, because he's got that mindset, he's got it licked, and all you have to do is just study him, and it's just amazing.
Absolutely. And like I said, there's a lot of great courses out there, guys. I got several of them. But to get started, the best thing to do is to watch The Science of Getting Rich with Bob Proctor. And right now, because of what's going on in 24 hours, it's something live going on. You can get a lot of value, a lot of information. So after the hot seat, I recommend you guys go check it out. It's pretty cool.
So what we have going on, we have a couple things going on we want to talk about also on top of that. So we have some questions coming in, and thank you so much for sending us your questions. We have a separate portal for that now. So that way they're not just coming here, they're coming in their separate portal. Yes. And that's within our Internet Marketing Pros group. Now that group has gone grown up, bigger, there's more people engaged. There are people asking us questions about marketing online, and now we're able to answer them here on the hot seat each and every single week. So if you're not part of the Internet Marketing Pros, make sure you join that group. It's absolutely free. There'll be a couple questions for you to fill out, and then after that you get approved, and once you're in the group, you'll get acquainted with all of the content and the members in the community.
Absolutely.
However, we have a contest. That
Yes,
is ending.
it's ending
Okay.
soon.
Remember the contest that we started in the beginning of the year? It's the actual Rockin' the New Year contest. And that was to help grow the group. And so what people do is they invite others to join the group, the community, and the person that invites the most people who get approved, not only that, but also they have to follow a strict list of, participation rules and guidelines in order to qualify for what is called points. They actually accumulated those points, and then they end up on the leaderboard. And so what we're looking for is, out of those participants, we're looking for the top 3 that are going to earn some prizes. And we're going to be giving them those prizes and announcing that on a hot seat. So the contest is still going on. As a matter of fact, the contest ends at the end of the month, this February. After that, the contest ends. There will be no qualification for points or anything. So those people who are participating, will be able to qualify for points all the way up until the last of the day. And then on that week of the hot seat for March, we will announce the new winners.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we will announce the new winners. So let's go ahead and answer these questions. You guys are getting a lot of value from what we're talking about, hearing about Bob. Please post your comments. We're going to go ahead and take some questions here. We're going to start off with hot seat questions from Roy Black coming in. Thank you, Roy. He says, I would like to know how to get more sales in general. Okay.
Okay, so let's put that question up there.
Let's put that up there.
There we go.
All right. So your question is, I would like to know how to get more sales in general. Okay. So being that you're a member of our group, the Internet Marketing Pros, this means obviously you're involved in internet marketing. And we've met, we've had conversations. So you're selling affiliate offers. So you want to know how to increase more sales. Okay. That's your question. Okay. Rich.
Okay. So here's the thing about generating more sales in general. It requires knowing your target market, number one. Okay. So I don't know what you're selling, and we should start there. Okay. Let's say and I'm just going to give an example. Let's say you're selling a, business opportunity type of product. Someone that's looking for a business opportunity, someone that's looking to make money online, as far as just making money. Okay. We have to know what are the pain and what are the challenges. All right. That's really, really important. Now, when it comes to the cold market, like if you're doing some advertising and you're out there and you want to generate some leads, it's a lot more simpler to generate leads from the business opportunity niche because they're just looking for an opportunity just to make money in general.
Right.
Okay. So knowing what the pain and challenges are, it's just their pain and challenges is, I just want to make money. I want to fire my boss. I don't want to work at my job anymore. That's how simple that is. Okay. Right. And it can go a little bit deeper into your customer avatar, but we don't have time for all that.
Right.
So once you know what their pain and challenges are, then you focus on providing a solution. All right. And that will happen in your follow-up emails, your broadcasting, and also what offer can match. Okay. So you might be selling something, but it might not be the right thing for your audience.
Right.
Okay?
Exactly.
So example, like you said something before about you can't sell a steak to a vegetarian, right? You can't.
No, you can't.
Right? They don't like meat. So you have to look at the type of offer that you're providing, because let's say that someone is looking for an opportunity. Did you know that you're going to have leads also that have an opportunity,
right,
that are struggling?
Exactly.
So do you have something to solve that problem? You have to think of that. And I've been stressing this quite a bit lately because a lot of people don't realize they're leaving so much money on the table.
They are.
They want to make money. They want to generate more sales, but they're not helping solve the problem. Okay. I don't just want to provide an offer for someone just because I'm an affiliate for that offer, because what if that person already has an offer?
Yes.
Because a lot of people are getting to know that this is the place to be to create your own economy, which is the internet, right?
Right.
So why not have an offer that you can create and an offer that you could actually provide? So you get two sides of the spectrum. So if this person over here already has an offer, you have an offer to help them with their offer.
Right.
Right?
And that's not general. That's specific.
That's
man.
specific.
You got real specific. You see, when you ask questions and you say in general, it means you're not clear, right? Because it's like you think that all traffic is the same, and they're not. And so the thing that I find with affiliate offers and online marketing offers, ClickBank, JVZoo, Warrior Plus, all these different things, and even systems, is they all market with the same traffic.
Yeah.
This is a big problem in our industry. We think that we can actually use the same traffic resource for all the same for all these different offers. No. You got to
Yeah.
be real specific.
Yeah, people want to know, like, Rich, you just started TikTok. How come you're generating leads? How are you generating leads? And all I have is like 400 and, I don't know, 20, 30 followers or something, just for example. Let me just double check here. 423 now.
Yes.
And you get, well, that's not really a lot of followers.
No.
And you're already generating leads. I've been on TikTok for, I don't know how long. I got 1,000 followers. I'm not even generating any leads.
And this is why you see a problem with the attrition rate. People will come in, you'll use the traffic, they'll buy, but they don't stay.
Right. And we can get into that, but let's talk about the actual audience itself. Okay, because what I'm saying here is not many followers, and how come I'm generating leads?
Right.
Pretty much on a daily basis. I want you to think about that. It's because if I am building an audience myself, which I'm doing right now actively, I know who my niche is, okay? I know what their pain and challenges are, right? And I know my messaging is matching that market. If I know my message is matching that market, they're going to pay attention to me. You guys are getting that? That's big.
Very big.
That's big.
All right. Cool. So I hope that answers your question, Roy. If you have another question, just you know how to post it.
Exactly.
All right. Awesome. So let's see. Next question is coming in from Amber Elliott.
Okay. Amber Elliott.
Amber Elliott. Amber. So let's go over here. Okay. Let's see. Amber Elliott. Okay. Would it be better to work on sales on multiple social media platforms or just work with one until we start seeing results? Excellent question.
Excellent question. Great question.
That's an excellent question. Okay. Obviously, again, you are part of the Internet Marketing Pros, so we'll go ahead and answer your question. Not knowing what you market right now, like we don't know your offer. But if you're saying right now you're trying to figure out, should I be on multiple platforms or should I just focus on one until I start seeing results? There is a golden rule when it comes to getting started with online marketing, and that is to pick one social media platform and learn how to generate leads with it until mastery before you start adding something else. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean you have to spend 2 years, 10 years to figure mastery out. Mastery can come in a matter of weeks, a couple months, or in a year. It all depends on how consistent you are and how much time invested do you put into learning, the ins and out of your platform of your choice.
Bingo.
And learning how to generate leads and get conversions. Okay. But if you find yourself spreading yourself too thin, then what happens is you're putting yourself in multiple places and you can't be at every place at once.
Yeah. I mean, you really have to think about this. And this is really, really important when it comes to, building your business online takes 3 important steps. That's really building your audience, knowing that you know your audience, knowing that you know the niche specifically that you're focusing on. Okay. And once you do this, what happens is you start to understand people's pains and challenges. Let's go back to that because that's really the important part.
Right.
When you understand the pain and challenges, okay, and you understand who you're talking to, you're matching your message to the market.
You are.
Then you could start seeing results. Once you start seeing results on that one platform, then you can start moving to other platforms.
Exactly.
Right? So for instance, for example, I don't want to go in all these places simultaneously. Now, I am in Twitter, I am on YouTube, I am on TikTok, but I already mastered the art of understanding these processes. So we build an audience, we engage with the audience, and then we sell to the audience. But you can't sell unless you engage, and you can't engage unless you build. Okay? You understand that?
Very good.
So focus on those 3 things, and that's going to help you get a lot more
hearts
results.
And likes
in your
and
business.
all of that for Rich. Hearts and likes for Rich. That is awesome. I'm glad you said that. Yes.
Yep,
so that was an excellent question, Amber, and hopefully that'll put you on the right path.
Exactly.
All right. Awesome. Woohoo. You guys getting value. Next question is coming from Rachel Elizabeth. Awesome, Rachel. Let's see what we can do to help Rachel out. Let's take a look.
Let me tone down this lighting a little bit. Hold on.
Yes, please. Okay. Let's see here. We got some Rachel Elizabeth. Okay, Rachel. see here. I'm pulling up your question now. Alrighty, Rachel asks, I would like to know how to come up with consistent content that has people doing the CTA and more. Okay, Rachel Elizabeth, question is, I would like to know how to come up with consistent content. Well, question is, are you consistent with the right type of content? And where are you getting your inspiration from? If you don't have sources to get inspiration from, you will run out of ideas. I'm going to tell you right now. And I actually know how to answer this question, because I had put together, based on this particular problem, this number one problem that a lot of content creators have run into, is they run out of ideas of how to get someone to do a specific call to action and look at their business or whatever they have to offer through social media channels, because they don't put enough quality content out. And the best way to do that is with my 90-day content marketing challenge, the course. The 90-day content marketing challenge is going to really help you figure that out, because as you embark on the consistency of the challenge, it's going to test you. It's going to stretch you.
Having
a
get
you out of your comfort zone. It's going to push you to the limit of you getting really uncomfortable with doing specific activities, and also putting out that type of content that your audience is not expecting.
Yes.
And you're going to be doing that for 90 days consistently without fail.
Having a roadmap,
yes,
is really the key to success, because if we don't know what to talk about, we can't gain new ideas to create new content, right?
Yes.
And that's one of the challenges that I faced when I first started building an audience, even before I met you. Okay, when I first started in 2008, I remember, like, I got to create content. What is content? What is that, right? Okay, I got to create content as video, and I started doing that. But I was just talking. I wasn't really connecting. I wasn't really attracting. Okay. So what I like about your 90-day challenge is it teaches you how to connect with your audience, not just speak.
Yes.
Right. Create content that matters.
Yes.
Create content that's engaging. Creating content is going to attract your ideal client to you. Right. And that's 90 days of valuable content.
Yes.
Not only that, but some goodies in there too.
Oh, lots of goodies in there. Workshops, assessment, worksheets. You know, you have a lot of great examples from my past posts that I have gotten a lot of sales through, that I actually share with you inside the course. So, you know, anybody here who actually is using the 90-day content challenge, post it in a comment. Let Rachel know how awesome you love it, because it's really, you know, it's brand new. It just came out this year. And, you know, you're right at the forefront right now. If you're at that point where you're just running out of ideas, the content marketing challenge is going to get you through your challenge right now. It's going to get you out of your comfort zone. Like I said, build that consistency, and also teach you how to properly ask for call to actions, because it's not so much of like, you know, click the link below or click this in my bio or buy my stuff, right? My shit is good. You know, it's more strategic than that. So definitely check out the 90-day content marketing course. Send me a message. Let me know. I'll get you some info on that and get you going with it. Yeah.
You'll have a lot of fun. And that's the important thing.
It is.
You know, you got to have fun. You got to have fun when you're doing this.
It's a lot of fun.
And we have a blast.
It's a lot of fun. Yes.
Next question is from Tracy Lee.
Tracy. Okay.
And he asked, now there is no more time, no more ninja code. What is your fastest way of add friends from Facebook without getting in hot water or having to add them one at a time? Trying to add friends quickly.
I know we missed the ninja code so much. And for those of you guys who don't know what Tracy's talking about, Tracy's one of our members also in the Internet Marketing Pros. And, you know, he's also one of our students and partners. And, you know, Tracy Lee, you know, he's a great marketer. And the thing is, at the time, there was something called the Ninja Code. It was a training program I put together, and I was teaching a strategy on how to add multiple people on Facebook, you know, under their radar without, you know, Facebook detecting it, of course. And it was awesome.
Yeah.
And I was bringing people in like by droves. We were bringing 100 people a day.
It was awesome.
And we were not getting in Facebook jail at all. And then the damn Ninja Code got wiped out. And you're like, it doesn't work anymore.
Little trace of the trade for marketers.
So now, like, what do you have to do? Well, you see, if anything, you have to learn the strategy of what the Ninja Code was really about, right? And if you think about it, it was really about just adding people consistently and doing it in a way where you wouldn't get detected. So you would have to pause in between your add-ons. And the thing is, when you add people on the Facebook, you don't want to just add anybody, because you got to know your niche. You got to know your audience.
Yes.
You can't just add anybody. So when you're going to reach out, this is what I teach. I recommend adding people who travel in the same circles. Okay. So if you have people that follow around that are mutual friends like yours, you have a much better conversation with adding somebody who has mutual friends with you than a cold person who's like never seen you a day in your life.
And that's true.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And this is why Ace and Rich has a lot of success, because we do add people, or we take people from Facebook suggested requests, because what happens is Facebook will see how much you're adding, but then they'll also go, well, how about we help you out a little bit? We'll throw some people at you. You know what I mean? And they're coming from your circles. And these circles are your Facebook groups, any types of fan pages that you liked in the past, anything that you bought or skimmed through, right? And through the feed, they collect all this data without your knowledge. And then all of a sudden they create these batches of people and they start sending them to you. Okay. But don't just add anybody, because you'll get a mixture of people from all over the world.
I was just about to say that. Yeah. Don't just add. Yeah.
And you want to specifically take the time to vet them. We call it vetting.
Yes. Yes. And the more that you niche down, the better off you're going to be.
The better off you're going to be. Yep. Yes, absolutely. So take your time when you do this. If your goal is to add 25 to 50 people a day, really spread yourself out throughout the day as you're adding people, and do it strategically.
Absolutely. Now we have the next question here.
Roy's back again.
Roy's got another question.
Got another question. I love it.
Oh my God. All right. So Roy's got another question here, and we're going to show that question here. There we go. Roy Black asks, do you have a simple formula for building interest? Be more specific on building interest. If I'm thinking of like people interested in you, or piquing people's interest, the way that you're going to pique people's interest when you're building your audience is focusing on the knowledge and the investment that you put into yourself to learn marketing. Okay. The more that you invest in yourself, the more wisdom and knowledge you will gain. The more wisdom and knowledge that you gain, the more you give out to the marketplace, the more valuable you become. The more valuable you become, people start to get attracted to you for that reason. All right. They see that you are a leader in this industry because you took the time to invest over the years into your education. And they can tell that if you know or you don't know. Very, very important. All right. So if you want to know how to really build interest, focus on learning exactly what we talked about, like the, for example, 90-day content marketing challenge, right? People that are investing in that are getting more knowledge about content. Okay. I have a course about list building mastery, building your list from scratch when it comes to email marketing, right? Invest in that. That way you're focusing on being a better list builder. Okay. Running ads, TikTok, all those different things. There's different things you can invest in to learn to be better at doing it in general. And when you actually learn and you invest and you learn, you start teaching it, and people start to follow you because you're the leader. You're the one with the marker in your hand.
The one that makes the money.
And that's the people that make the most money. Okay. So that's how you gain interest, is investing more in yourself, investing the knowledge and the education. So that way you can give that value. And now, my friend, you are worth so much more.
Much more. You become that asset. Absolutely. And when you pique people's interest, it's more about, it's literally an art form. I find it to be fun because you start, studying people's wants, needs, and desires. And then you start figuring out how you can pre-frame your offer to serve and be that solution to their wants, needs, and desires.
Absolutely.
All of this comes from psychology of sales. Okay.
Yes.
So what you need to do is invest more into learning the copywriting aspect of things, and also figuring out how to pique people's interest with curiosity-based type of content that doesn't give away information. That's curiosity-based, right? Having someone come to you, Roy, and say, what is it that you do? You never said it. That's the best way I like to teach it. Is I like when I tell somebody, what I have done, but they never know the company. They never know the affiliate offer I have. They never know. They just come to a point where their curiosity is so much piqued to the point they're ready to leap. And they're saying, you never said, what is it that you sold or what you do? I'm interested. You see, that's piquing people's interest. That's the way I look at it, like that. Rich.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you just got to gain that knowledge. You got to put yourself out there and invest in yourself.
Yes.
Anybody in life that wants to gain knowledge, no matter what it is, even in college, you got to invest in college, right?
Yep.
So, and for me, I'm not a fan of college, not these days, but back then, yes, but not these days. That's another day for another hot seat. I'm going to tell you something right now. The more self-education is the best thing that you can do to invest in yourself. Become more knowledgeable in the marketplace. Mm-hmm. Remember that.
All right. Next question's coming in from Kevin Coe.
Kevin Coe
says, I do just okay with my online marketing, but I want to kick it up a notch or two. I want to kick you up a notch. How about that? No, I'm brutal. I'm brutal, guys. Listen, you have a coach like me. I'm brutal because I see the truth. And then I also see potential, but I also see self-sabotage. And then I see excuses. So it's like, here's the thing. If you want to kick something up a notch, you need to buckle down with disciplining yourself, putting that allocated time to the activities that produce results. Don't just be okay and mediocre. You don't want to be mediocre because that's just being what we call it, complacent.
Yep.
Living in a land of complacency. Not good. What you want to do is either you hire a mentor or a coach to guide you through the process, the whole process from start to finish. And I think that'll help you kick up your business a notch. And I'll tell you why, from experience. Don't try to build this business by yourself. If that's you right now, put that in the chat. That's me. Trying to build a business by yourself, no moral support, no community that actually is highly engaged, that you could actually involve yourself in and ask questions and get support from them, or any encouragement that you're doing a great job, right?
Yes.
You need that. You do. Don't tell me you don't. Listen, kids thrive on recognition. All kids are, as a parent, they come to us. They want to be recognized for their efforts, for getting A's, B's, and grades. Well, guess what? We're adults too. And when we build a business or we work a job, don't we want the boss to recognize us? All they do is they give us a pat on the back or probably a fake Timex, and then they celebrate your retirement.
Or a 25-cent raise.
Or 25-cent raise.
Then I
right?
threw the quarter back in my boss's face.
There you go. But you see, here's the thing. Like,
I remember
you
that.
got to focus on the result-producing activities day in and day out. If you find yourself spinning your wheels, there could be a lot of variables about that. It could be a mindset issue. It could be a problem with your experience with technology. Maybe there's a fear-based type of a problem there. You're afraid to break something. See, this is why you need to invest into trainings and coaching and mentorship and not try to do this by yourself. We have worked with countless people who actually put themselves in a self-sabotaging mode because they wanted to save a few dollars, okay, to do it themselves, and they find themselves being at this at a long, long time. It prolongs your success. It really does take a long, long time for you to break through to have that 10K month. And you know what? It's just not, to me, I wouldn't do it. I would not go at this by myself. I would take what I'm saying to you with a grain of salt, contact us, and definitely get going with working with us so we can help you in your journey with your business. Because if you're trying to do this by yourself, I'm telling you, it's literally crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy to do it by yourself.
All right, we got one final question here. Anybody got any questions? Put them in the chat right now, and we'll take your questions as well. All right, next question comes from Jason Hopkins. Ask, what are some ping tools for blogs would you recommend using? Okay, let me go to the share screen over here. And let's see, share screen. Screen one. Okay, this is one site that I use over here. It's called Pingomatic. That's one. You can use another one called Ping Farm. Okay. And the other one over here is Feed Shark. Okay. You put your blog title, blog description, the language, the blog URL. And if you use RSS, not many people really do nowadays, you can put that there if you want. And podcast URL if you have one. That's optional as well. But stick with the title, description, and the language, and also the post. So when I say URL, the blog post URL. Very, very important. And again, over here, you just spit the links out right here. Now, this is important, guys. When you do any pinging, make sure that you put your keyword. The keyword is important in this box.
Yes.
If you don't put the keyword, Google does not know what you're trying to rank for.
They don't.
Okay?
Yes.
Very important. Now, Pingomatic, another easy one. Put the blog name. That's the keyword. Blog name is the keyword.
Yes.
And then put the blog homepage right here. That would be the actual post, not the homepage, the actual post of the blog.
Exactly.
Okay. And then I would just also check all like that. Same pings.
And
now,
it'll just distribute it for you. Yeah.
Now, let me talk about this for a second because a lot of people have this question before about pinging with their blog. And this is a little bit technical. when it comes to pinging, you don't really have to ping as much as you used to. All right, back in the day with blogging, because I've done that. Now, automatically, if you have your blog set up correctly, all right, Google's going to know that you uploaded a post. They're going to know that you created a post, all right, because you have your blog set up correctly with your HTML file inside of your SEO setup, okay? And I believe I set you up, so you already have that set up already, Jason. You should be good with that. Not only that, but if you want to be sure, then there's nothing wrong with pinging. You just don't want to over ping.
Yeah.
Okay.
We learned that through our experience with blogging for over 4 years, and we know you definitely don't want to do that.
Yeah, you don't want to over ping.
Fetches Google. You know.
Yeah.
Definitely, they still do that.
Yep.
Fetches Google.
Yep.
If you have a Google Analytics account, you can fetch as Google and have that done with your blog post every time that you do a post and you're publishing. That would be the first thing I do before I get up to that.
And what you can do, Jason, is because when I set your blog up, I also hooked up your analytics in the back office there of your blog, so you can look at your dashboard. When you set up a post and everything, just keep an eye on your traffic. In other words, when you're starting off with a blog, make sure not only do you ping, but take your post and start putting them out on other sites. You got to push yourself out in the beginning, okay? Right. You got to put yourself on like Tumblr, Twitter, and start building audiences all different places, because these are high PR sites. Now we're getting to more technical stuff, but that way you can start being seen and you can look at your analytics and see how it's working. Okay?
Yes, absolutely.
Beautiful. Great question. That's an awesome question.
Wow.
Woo!
Any other things that we got here?
What do we got, guys? What do we got? Let's see.
Tracy Lee, can we use more than one keyword in a box?
In a box, as far as no. Whenever I do any pinging and I want to focus on that keyword, I want to focus on the keyword I'm trying to rank for. Okay? I can still rank without pinging other keywords, because when I set up my post, I can set up my meta tags. And my meta tags are my follow-up other keywords that are related to the main keyword. Right. Which is called LSI keywords.
Okay. So Kevin Coe is listening and is live here. It says, I feel weak with IT part of this. And we appreciate your honesty. Most people try to go at it, and then what happens is they get really nervous about what they're doing, and then they get confused. Having the guidance, the right guidance, okay, will teach you how to shortcut your way through the IT problems.
Yes.
Because having someone like us, we're IT professionals. We have the experience with working with so many software programs and technologies that we're up there. We can walk you ABC style so that you shortcut your learning curve by many years of what it took for me to go to college to learn IT. You see what I'm saying? To learn, communications with the internet and how to use certain websites like Google and things, like the simplest things.
Yeah.
There are websites run by retired teachers that's a nonprofit organization that does this already. However, there are a lot of gaping holes that are still not up to date. And I do recommend it for adults who have problems and fears of technology. We call them, techno, fear-based, technophobias. Your technophobia. Then I will put a link to the website. You just let me know what it is. I will go ahead and put it up there for you guys, so you can actually go to it, try it out. I use it with my son for his homeschooling. You can use it for yourself to learn the basics of typing, tutors, and things like that. Absolutely free. And this is what can help you overcome the fear of understanding technology. However, as an internet marketer, there will not be things there for you. As an internet marketer, you're going to need coaching and mentorship. You're going to need the person to be with you more with that time of theirs to help you. People learn differently, Kevin. And I find that your learning curve is going to be shortcut once you invest into what we have for you. And that's our coaching. And that's how we've helped a lot of people.
Yeah. Just get them going.
That's our specialty. So
sometimes people need that extra hand holding to get things going and be a lot more clear, because it's a special thing. It's more of an attention, right? It's giving that person more of the extra attention that they really need to really understand it.
Yes. Yes, that David Gibson
Yeah,
already, he already
diamond.
spit it up.
Diamond coaching.
There it is.
I know, right? Let's see. Ellie McDonald says, I didn't know that term. Well, IT in general, it really stands for information technology. And normally comes from, network systems, the internet, internet protocol. There's a lot of different terms with the broad word of IT. Okay. But marketing in a sense is another level, right? It's not the same as IT. IT is just the technology side of things.
Mm-hmm.
The marketing is the education side of things.
Right,
okay?
Exactly. I like what David Gibson says. It brought me a long way. And Gibson had a problem with technology, but he embraced the learning curve. He embraced it because it shortcuts your learning curve. Like I said, with Diamond Coaching, we were able to teach you that in one of our phases to get you going through faster so that you can start seeing results. And that's what we're about here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's see. We have another question here or comment.
Ken Kraft.
Ken Kraft says, yep, awesome person. Took action this afternoon, had a question about using Facebook feature, decided to answer it. I turned it into a YouTube video. I recorded it, and now I'm editing it this evening.
Bravo,
Ken.
Yes.
And that's what happens when you actually take us on our free strategy session. Yep.
Yes.
So if you guys need, if you guys need a free strategy session, send us a personal message. We'll set up an appointment for you guys, and we'll get that going. I love it. I love seeing people take action. I get so excited when I see that. It's like they get an aha moment.
Get over that fear, man.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm telling you.
Love it.
On the opposite side of fear and that comfort zone, which is like an onion, is bliss. It's bliss, baby.
Yes.
It's bliss.
And let's see here. And I love people cheering other people on here. Allie McDonald says, awesome, Ken.
I'm rooting for you.
And we go over here. Gabriella says, good job.
Awesome.
And of course, Allie said, cool.
Yes.
Good. Love it. This is a great hot seat.
Very, very excellent.
Let's see. Allie McDonald says, cool, bliss. Love that. It is. It's so true. Being uncomfortable, it sucks. It's not a good feeling.
Yes.
But if we can, go through that on purpose, knowing it is what it is.
It is.
On the other side, bliss is waiting for you.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And fear is just a process. It's everything. It's everything you need. The only way you're going to overcome it is if you have to face it head on. That's the only way you're going to get over it.
Exactly.
So if you're afraid of the camera, you got to do a video.
It's just like when we, when we invested to mentorship ourselves, we were scared. We had that fear, but we went against it. We were like, you know what? We tried it the other way for so long. It didn't work out for us very well. So we started learning that we needed mentorship. We needed to really grow and learn many, many years ago. Yeah. And now that we did that, we overcame that fear, took action on that. We realized, like, wow, if I would have done this like years earlier, it would have been way ahead.
Dude, I'd rather be doing this than cleaning toilets for a living.
Absolutely. No doubt.
I ain't cleaning no porta potties for no living, man.
Exactly. So, guys, if you're looking for a strategy session like we did with Ken today, head on over and hit us on the messenger and send us a personal message, and we'll get that booked for you. Let's see. David Gibson says, be comfortable and get uncomfortable. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, my friends. We got a few more minutes here. And any more questions, guys?
Oh, Allie was talking about what I said.
What'd
Not
you say
the IT. She was like, I never heard that term, technophobia.
Oh, technophobia.
Let me tell you something, girl. There was like a list of phobias that I Googled, and I couldn't believe it was on the list. Like, I have arachnophobia. I hate spiders. And all of a sudden, I'm looking at this list from A to Z, and there's the T, technophobia, people who are afraid of technology. I'm like, good grief, people are afraid of technology. What? We need to live with technology. However, we can actually use technology to create a living.
Let's see. Allie says, but you have done so well. Don't know any young entrepreneurs who are successful couples as you. Now, we haven't really revealed our age. I don't mind. I'm 53. I'll be 41. I'll be 54 this year. And I started my entrepreneurship in 2008. And then me and Ace met, and we started entrepreneurship together in 2010.
Yes. See that?
Yeah.
I mean, thank you we look young, and I love that. Thank you for the compliment.
Thank you.
But I want you to think about something, Allie, no matter what age you are. We have worked with people who are in their 80s, as old as 85, 90s. They attract young people.
Yeah.
Interesting enough, they want to attract baby boomers for their marketplace. But however, they're still attracting the youth, the Generation Ys. Why is that? Could it be that maybe the Generation Ys, the people that are looking at them that are in their youth, are thinking one day I'm going to be there and this person knows is wiser. Don't let the gray hair fool you. I need to know more because I want to save for my retirement. I want to be able to learn and not wait to the last minute.
Yes.
To build my wealth.
Yeah.
Right. So this is the misconception that a lot of people think when it comes to customer avatars. They think because of their age and want to attract the same people of their age.
Yeah.
But there are people out there that are your age and you're older and you're attracting younger people, vice versa.
Yeah.
Like, let's think about this for a minute and get real. How many young people do you know has $20,000 underneath their bed saved up so they can actually start a business?
That's a good point.
That's bullshit, right?
That's a good point.
It's true. It's true. Give it up. It's true. So why would you want to attract somebody like that in your business when you're saying you're looking for young people? Young people ain't got that kind of money. Older people do. They already had the job. Yep. They already went to school. They already have the money saved up, and they were using it for something until this comes along, and they decide to invest into the intellectual capital.
The more people invest in the intellectual capital, the more knowledge you have, the more wisdom you have,
right,
the more you can give to the marketplace because you become more valuable. It's always been like that from the beginning of time.
Mind blown.
Yeah. Wisdom. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, Allie, wisdom.
It is.
You're right.
When we talked about Bob Proctor earlier, look how many young people follow Bob Proctor.
Yeah.
A lot of young
older people
follow him.
younger
20s,
people,
30s, 40s,
yeah,
all the way up to their prime. They all follow him for many, many, many years.
Yes.
Jim Rome, he attracted a lot of people that were young. So I want that out of your head. Okay. Yeah. You're going to attract all targeted types, no matter what age they are.
Yeah. I mean, you could target, let's say, baby boomers. And just because you're targeting baby boomers doesn't mean you're not going to target anybody younger, because they might actually resonate with your message.
Exactly.
You don't know.
Yeah.
Again, back to your message, match the market.
Look,
awesome.
Allie says, I am a young 59 going backwards.
There you go.
Okay,
oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why, I'm 53 and I think I'm getting younger.
Man, we aging like fine wine. Especially living on an island. That helps too.
It does.
Trade the snow for the sun. You live longer.
Oh, I know. Where we moved from, like they just another ice storm.
We're just some sexy bitches, and we're geeks too.
Yes.
We're IT geeks.
David William Toomey said, "Thin hair or no hair, no matter." Yes, David. Love it.
Right.
Exactly.
Exactly. It doesn't matter. Don't let those little insecurities get you in a bind and you worry about, oh, they're not going to like me because my hair, my nose, my ear, my lips, my teeth. I have no teeth, whatever. I love this guy. I forgot what his name is. My son loves him. Yeah. I have a 15-year-old son who does personal development, and he too loved Bob Proctor. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. We talk about him today. Yeah.
And there was this guy, his name is Vic, and he's known as he has no limbs. He has no limbs. And he's an incredible speaker and author. If you guys know who I'm talking about, David, Toomey knows who I'm talking about probably.
Yeah.
His name is Vic. And he has no limbs, no arms and no legs.
Mm-hmm.
But he has a powerful voice and a very strong mindset. And he knows how to move the room with his story. He knows how to move the room with an impact based on how to shift your thinking. And that's what I'm talking about. Don't let those little insecurities stop you from trying to convey your message to the world, to speaking about your truth, speaking your story. Don't let anybody tell you you're not good enough. Because Ace and Rich is sitting here right now, and we're coaches, and we're looking at you dead on, and we're saying, you're good enough.
You're good enough. Exactly. Now, I want to really just close it with this, okay? I'm seeing something I'm going to get into. And Allie says, my manifestation. How do you manifest? Let me tap into this a little bit. Everybody talks about manifestation and wanting to manifest something. All right. The problem with manifestation is, and this is a challenge for a lot of people, is that when they want to manifest something, their mind is in too many different places. Okay, way too many different places. So what happens when someone's trying to manifest something, it's because there's too many distractions. Way too many distractions. All right. I know about manifestation. I manifested so much in my life, okay, over the years. And I'm going to tell you right now, the only way to manifest something is to channel your thoughts, your mind into eliminating distractions, eliminating all thoughts.
Yes.
And then focus on the silence and then reboot. Then think about what you want to manifest that thing that you want. That one specific thing. It has to be one specific thing at a time. Because, I've learned it's kind of like a reboot. All right. And I talked to this about Angel, ironically, today, which is interesting, is that, Angel likes music a lot. And like I do too. I'm a musician. As you know, in the back, I got my amps and stuff like that. We were talking today, me and Angel, and I said, you know what happens to you when you put your headphones on and you listen to music? You are creating a form of meditation. And let me give you an example of that. You completely silence all your other thoughts. You're not thinking about dinner. You're not thinking about playing a game. You're not thinking about doing anything else. All you're thinking about is that sound and that song and that music in the moment. You have completely silenced all other thoughts. It's kind of like I told him like this, and I'm going to tell you this as well. You're doing a reboot. You can't manifest something unless you do a reboot.
Yeah.
It's very difficult. So, like for him, for an example, I explained to him, I said, I want you to think about the tabs on your browser right now. How many tabs you got open, guys? Put in the chat. How many tabs you got open? How many tabs do you have open in your Google browser or whatever browser you use? Let me know in the chat right now. This is going to be an awesome experiment.
Go ahead and comment it.
How many tabs you got open?
Okay, Laura's got one tab open. Okay.
One tab open.
Who else?
Okay.
How many tabs you got?
Okay. So let's say that you're not on the hot seat. Normally, be honest, how many tabs do you have open? 23. Oh, I love it. People are being honest now. Good. 23. We got 3. We got 1. We got 1. Okay. All right. Normally, on average, people have about 5 or tab more open.
Yes.
On average. See, David, 5. Right?
Yes.
And people expect to manifest things in their lives, but they don't know how to reboot themselves. Right? So whenever you want to really manifest something in your life, you have to look at it the way that you look at your computer right in front of you. Your mind, your brain, okay, is something that gets information from the metaphysical. Okay, you're getting information from who you are, which is your greatness. Okay, and what happens is when you get this information coming in, you literally have to silence everything else around you in order to understand what you truly, really want. Okay. And this is all about manifestation. And I'm going to go a little bit deeper into this because you're going to remember this live. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Your tabs is all the information that you're injecting in your mind right now on your browser, on your computer. Think about that. All the information that you're putting in your mind right now are coming from your tabs. But people are saying, I want to manifest this in my life. And they have trouble manifesting what they really want. So how do you truly break that pattern and completely, truly manifest something in your life? You have to think like a laser beam. So an information comes into your mind, okay, to your brain, right, which is from the metaphysical. That information comes in, and all of a sudden you have this thought, and you're like, wow, I want this. I'm excited about this. I want to manifest this in my life, whether it's more money, a great relationship, or moving to a different place and you want to change your address, your zip code, right? Whatever it is, that's manifesting something in your life. You have to reboot. You have to completely close all your tabs, and you have to shut down your computer.
Yep.
start up your computer and start from scratch.
Yes.
And start from scratch. When you do this, you could really have more in perspective the information that came in from the metaphysical sense going into your physical sense, okay? Then you could say, I'm very clear on what I am wanting and what I want to manifest. But you can't manifest if you have multiple thoughts going on in your head. Again, back to an example. Your tabs on your browser right now is distracting you from your manifestation that you're trying to create. You have to reboot. Why do people meditate? Because they need to reboot. When you meditate, you completely eliminate all thoughts, right? Your tabs, all thoughts. So when you shut down your computer, you shut down your thinking, all those thoughts that are distracting you from your manifestation, okay? That's how you eliminate all those distractions, shut down your computer, reboot by starting up your computer, because your mind is a computer, your brain is a computer. You're getting that information, and this is how you start to manifest what you want.
Yes.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
So obviously, I see a couple people who are having an aha moment right now, and they're saying, I need a reboot. So what you need to do is we're going to flash that up there one time so you guys can see. You can book your free one-on-one strategy session today, just like we did with several people here that are here today that are getting lots and lots of value from what we're talking about. And that strategy session, I believe, is life changer just from just speaking with us, learning so much of what we know and how we can help you in your existing transition, your existing journey, your progress, whether you're starting from scratch or you're somewhere in the middle and you got stuck. We're there for you. And we're here to help you figure it out. So definitely, there it is right there below, calendly.com/AceandRich. Book your free strategy session. It'll be a one-on-one strategy session with me and my partner, Rich, and we're going to help you figure out your path.
Yes.
See where you're going to go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I just want to touch upon the manifestation because a lot of people really misunderstand manifesting something in their lives.
Oh, yeah, I felt that problem
You
too.
have to reboot.
Yes.
You can't manifest a particular thing that you see in your mind's eye if you have all these tabs open at the same time. There's no clarity to manifest.
Exactly.
Okay. Awesome.
I found out the name of that person. The name of the guy is Nick. I said Vic, but it's actually Nick.
It's Nick.
So
yeah,
I know. Coming to me.
I know who you're talking about.
And I was thinking, and I can't pronounce his last name, but I think I'm going to try it. Vujicic. Nick Vujicic. That's him.
Vujicic, huh?
Yeah. And he's the one that's known with no arms and no legs.
Oh, I've seen him.
And he's a very powerful author and speaker, writer. He knows personal development as well, and he speaks from a Christian approach.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, guys, this has been an amazing hot seat, guys. I want to thank you so much for being here with us on the hot seat. Stay tuned. We'll be back next week once again, and we'll do it all over again. And you know what's great, guys? If you have any questions that you want on the hot seat, be sure to send us a message on Messenger, and that way you can leave that question, and then we'll put your question on the hot seat, and we'll help you answer that question and help you move forward, because it's more importantly, it's all about getting you unstuck. Yes. We've been doing that for years. From the very beginning, we have transformed so many lives, and guess what? You could be next.
Exactly. So with that being said, my name is Ace Guzman.
And my name is Rich Guzman, and we are known as Ace and Rich. And guess what, guys? It is your time for what? To be empowered.
Yes.
So your power to empower is the way to empower your world.
Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you next time on the hot seat.
Take care, guys. Have a good one.
Bye now.